The beautiful and historic May Stringer house in Brooksville, Florida, featured on an episode of the TV show Kindred Spirits, was originally a 4-room house built by John May around 1856. He lived there for just a short while and passed of consumption in 1858, leaving behind his wife Marina and their 2 young daughters. Marina stayed on to run the plantation alone, and 8 years later, Marina went on to marry Frank Saxon, a Confederate war hero believed to have dark and deep ties to the Ku Klux Klan. Frank and Marina started a family together, but lost their young son Franklin at just 6 weeks old. Sadly, in 1869, Marina died 3 weeks after giving birth to the couple's second child, Jessie May. Jessie May passed away at the tender age of 3, and not much is known about the details of her death. The only known photograph of Jessie is a post-mortem photo displayed in the parlour of the house. Frank remarried to Tallulah Hope. They left the house and built what is now known as the Saxon Manor. By 1903, the May Stringer house was purchased by Dr. Sheldon Stringer, who had been a Confederate surgeon. The doctor then expanded the house to the 14-room, 7-gabled Victorian house with gingerbread trim that we see today. He saw patients out of his first-floor office in the house and ran the city drugstore in Brooksville. Although we cannot confirm this, it's believed the attic became a haven to yellow fever victims. Could Mr. Yellow Eyes, a spirit believed to hide in the dark corners of the attic, be a yellow fever patient? There are stories that are difficult to corroborate of a Stringer family member who had hung himself from the attic eaves. His spirit is said to enjoy spending time in the master bedroom, and he's quite the ladies' man. 3 generations of Stringers lived in the house until 1949. It then became a single-family rental home until 1974, when it was left abandoned for 6 years, until being purchased by Dr. Earl Hensley and his wife Helen, who sold the house the following year to the Hernando County Historical Museum Association. The house is now a museum filled with beautiful antiques donated by locals and the descendants of those who lived in the house and built its rich history. Originally, the parcel of land connected to the house was much bigger, and it's believed that John, Marina, and their children are buried somewhere on the land. With such a history, it's no wonder the house is haunted by several spirits. Indeed, it's believed there are at least 9 permanent residents at the house, and many who come and go. Spectral's investigations here have yielded, we believe, amazing results, and tonight's episode follows that trend. So please join us as we return to one of our favourite locations, the May Stringer house of Brooksville, Florida.
I had to go to his grave and apologize to him. Because this is his house. Mm-hmm. It's also Mr. Stringer's house, but this part of the house was here when he was here.
Wow.
And I needed to apologize to him because I came on a little strong about some things that I knew he was involved with. Yeah. And I need to remember what he went through.
Yeah.
It's never okay, but I think we don't understand what their mind was like back then.
No, we don't.
It was a different world.
We have no clue.
And he went through, I can't imagine what he went through. It's never okay, but I think we don't understand what their mind was like back then.
No, we don't.
It was a different world.
We have no clue.
And he went through, I can't imagine what he went through. It's never okay, but I think we don't understand what their mind was like back then.
No, we don't.
It was a different world.
We have no clue.
And he went through, I can't imagine what he went through.
Wow.
I wanted to record to see if I turned the low off because we don't have a lot of noise, but I wanted to see if that information I got about Matilda was right. So I'm going to turn this on. If that's okay for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
About Marina, I mean. I can ask Matilda. Matilda or Marina. I don't know if Matilda or Marina May are here. Not young Matilda, but older Matilda. I'm sorry. Matilda, I found on the census record that your husband was James and your daughter is Marina. Do I have that correct?
Did anyone hear a voice?
Yes, and I've got it on recorder, but it's low.
Yeah, I heard
It
it.
could have been Bonnie. It's really
Yeah.
low.
Did anyone hear a voice?
Yes, and I've got it on recorder, but it's low.
Yeah, I heard
It
it.
could have been Bonnie. It's really
Yeah.
low. Matilda, do you remember Nancy and let's see, there were all kinds. Samson and I think you had little ones named Amanda. I have all the list. Do you remember all the people you brought with you from Alabama? I've heard and I read that John had tuberculosis. Is that correct?
We should probably introduce ourselves.
Yes, that would be nice instead of me jumping right in and asking questions.
Alright. Well, hello, I'm Debbie.
Hi, my name's Elle.
I'm Miki.
Oh, sorry. I'm Carly.
Carly, I keep forgetting you're back there.
Surprise!
I'm Miki.
I'm Anne.
I'm Deanna.
Did John fall asleep?
I'm John.
He's our sacrificial male.
That energy over there is male anyhow, so that you're in the right spot.
Yeah.
Matilda, I found a record and they called you Medi. Was that one of your nicknames? I gotta whisper. Yeah. You got it too? I gotta whisper. Yeah. You got it too?
Maybe again.
Someone was lighting up the ball in the crib. Could you do that for us again, please, so that you know you're with us? I heard that.
So
That was it? I don't know if it was mine or not. But
It was
I heard
mine.
stomach.
It was mine. Yeah.
Sound like it was growling in my ear, Debbie.
Sorry.
You got your game turned up.
It's John.
What's that? So
John.
doing something recording.
Your wire's going off a lot.
I'm asking questions in my head and I'm wondering if I just need to say them out loud. Marina,
Yes.
would it be okay if we try and talk to the children? Can you give us a sign? Thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
I was wondering if Jessie likes to hear stories. I remember Debbie read her story and I think it was
That's downstairs noise.
I'm gonna try to sit on Carly's side.
Okay.
The doorway that way. That's your side now, Carly. Okay. Just because I felt a little more over there for right now. That's okay.
Okay.
Alright, so that's me making noise.
I'm wondering if we should try the other bedroom,
Can you make it bump again?
the master bedroom.
Okay.
Because it is getting late. The kids need to sleep. We always seem to wake the children.
Well, that's why we come here first.
Well, sweet dreams, little ones. Can you give us a sign to say goodbye?
Does anybody else hear that?
Impressive. I hear the thumping.
It's like something is walking
Yeah, that's
on the balcony out here, on the upper porch.
okay.
That's
Marina, are you walking outside?
That's the right spot?
Are they walking on the balcony?
Well, whatever this is over here,
Yes.
this porch,
Behind us? Or I don't know where you're at.
behind the mirror.
In
Yes.
the front of the house.
Not that? Yeah.
That's where they caught the picture of.
Okay, but I'm hearing,
Yeah.
I'm hearing
I
walking
agree.
up there, out there.
I thought it was fireworks. Alright, so this would be the Stringer's bedroom. So we should direct maybe things to the Stringers, yeah?
Dr. Stringer, I know that you were instrumental in trying to bring the school systems into the area, and you tried very hard to build schools for both black and white.
That's me.
Were you successful? From what I've read, the Stringers are more high-minded. She's sitting there. And that you were trying to bring education to the area. One of the first doctors, your son was a doctor, your other son was a lawyer. Very accomplished family. You should be very, very proud of what legacy you've left. I saw that your wife was from the Likes family, and they were a very well-known family as well. You both had a really good reputation. You had a daughter as well, correct? Could you tell us her name? That's my stomach.
Didn't the Stringer family, Dr. Stringer's father, didn't they basically originally own Spring Hill?
Yes,
Okay, I thought
they are
so.
the founders of Spring Hill.
Okay. It's pretty impressive.
It is impressive. He did a lot of good work.
I'm just gonna put my fan down.
Is it am I crazy or am I hearing footsteps?
See, I keep thinking I can hear it, but I keep thinking it's distant fireworks.
Could be.
But I don't see why there would be fireworks at this time.
Well, there has been for the last few days where I live.
Dr. Stringer, did you ever use this house to educate students as a school or for learning?
Was that you, Anne?
Mm-mm.
That was outside.
That was out there.
It was
The
right,
side?
right outside.
Right outside that door.
Yeah, it wasn't like.
That's where you've been hearing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or for learning?
Was that you, Anne?
Mm-mm.
That was outside.
That was out there.
It was
The
right,
side?
right outside.
Right outside that door.
Yeah, it wasn't like.
That's where you've been hearing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or for learning?
Was that you, Anne?
Mm-mm.
That was outside.
That was out there.
It was
The
right,
side?
right outside.
Right outside that door.
Yeah, it wasn't like.
That's where you've been hearing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should put the camera.
Look and
Did
see
you
if
hear
there's a-
voices earlier? It sounded like a radio.
I don't know, because I was hearing stuff that was from downstairs.
Yeah, and I can't say what it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go record the.
Out there, okay. Dr. Stringer, I'm a nurse. Were you general practitioner or did you do surgery? I think your son or yourself was the head surgeon in Hernando County. Is that correct?
Didn't Dr. Stringer also own a drugstore? I
haven't found that.
Yeah, when I was researching the Stringer family.
I just started
I
and
found
that's
that about-
terrible.
Hill House.
What?
Hill House.
What did you say before Hill House?
That's what I found out about Hill House, that they owned a
Oh,
drugstore.
okay, yeah. Yeah, but I think Dr. Stringer owned a drugstore.
Is your family also from Tampa, Dr. Stringer? Someone was a judge in your family, correct? Down in Tampa?
Frederick was. He lived in Tampa.
Yeah, his books are downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Pretty accomplished. All of his kids were accomplished. I don't know much about the girl. I just started doing the Stringers. I obsessed on the Saxons for a long time. And I don't know why, because they're an amazing family.
When I did a day tour once, there was a lady on the tour whose family donated this bed, and she was telling us how it was her grandmother's bed, and she was a pretty old lady as well, and that she told us about how it's called a rolling pin bed. So there's a pin across the headboard, and they would take that off. The maids would take that off the help, and straighten out the bedding with it, like roll it across.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as demonstrated by Charlotte. But that was pretty cool that she came to
Do you
see
remember
her
who she
family
was?
bed.
Do you remember?
I don't.
Did she say what her grandmother's name was?
She probably did, but it's so long ago. It's probably
Just
4 years
wondering,
ago.
You know, especially the military room.
Yeah.
I can't. There's so much. There's so much there.
Yeah, lots of donations. Is that because we're talking about the bed?
Maybe it is the lady that owned the bed.
You want to go try the communication room?
Would you like us to go back across the hall from the EBB? Thank you.
Are you going to put that tripwire down? Or are you just walking with it?
Yeah, I was just gonna put it down
Okay.
here.
Are you going to put that tripwire down? Or are you just walking with it?
Yeah, I was just gonna put it down here.
Okay. Are you going to put that tripwire down? Or are you just walking with it?
Yeah, I was just gonna put it down
Okay.
here. My hands are so full.
Okay, Mr. Saxon, are you here with us? I'm looking for Frank Saxon, Frank Elmore Saxon. Civil War veteran,
Doug.
2 different battles that I know of, maybe 3. I know you were injured. You were part of the Wildcats. And later, the Regulators. I know a lot of people gave you a hard time about that, but we don't have any clue what you went through, so. I apologize if I came on too strong last time I was here. Do you remember me coming to your grave to apologize?
I think Charlotte, Ann and I went to his grave too, didn't we, recently?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't apologize, so I figured if I come this time and I didn't apologize, I wouldn't get anything.
What's that?
There was something over here. Was it the floorboards or?
It's
Yeah, that was
wait,
good.
let me move again.
Okay.
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Would you come in and join us, please? Something I heard a flux. That's feeling well.
He's swallowing.
Frank, what year did you marry Marina? That was me. I'm gonna move off this board. And how long were you married? Must have been tough coming back and having a whole farm to run and not being well.
I heard that.
We have voice.
No, I heard walking.
I heard walking, but Al's got the ears on.
But I never know what I hear. We need eagle ears.
Is that
What's that?
one of you?
Nope,
No.
Oh,
That was significant.
yeah. Not one of
Where
them.
was that?
that was too loud.
Is that
What's that?
one of you?
Nope,
No.
Oh,
That was significant.
yeah. Not one of them.
Where was that?
that was too loud.
Is that
What's that?
one of you?
Nope,
No.
Oh,
That was significant.
yeah. Not one of them.
Where was that?
that was too loud.
Frank, I think you were at Perrysville. Is that correct?
How many acres of land did they have at that time?
They were land granted. Wiggins sold his land grant to them, I think the entire piece.
Wow.
So that would have been the Land Act of 1820 something. So when they came here to settle, they had to clear 5 acres of the 120 or 160.
160.
They had to clear 5 acres and plant. And the government promised them seed to plant for the first year to get them going in sustenance for the first year till they could bring a crop in, and they never came through with it. When they passed the bill, they took out the part where they were going to help them survive.
Oh,
A lot of people would, because there was Seminole Indians attacking still at that time, would go to Fort Brooke for security and stay at Fort Brooke.
okay.
Nope, that was me touching.
I'm going to walk around this way.
I'm gonna go to the next room.
Okay. Just heard a whisper. Okay. Just heard a whisper. Okay. That was me.
Frank, were any of your children your favorite that you'd like to say their name? Who holds a special place in your heart?
Because he lost his 2 kids here and he lost a child over at Tallulah, so he had a Tallulah too.
You still here on the balcony, Frank? You know what I find so impressive is that, like, Marina and her mom, Matilda, they were like the wealthiest, one of the wealthiest landowners in the entire, like, county at the time.
There was like 3. There was the.
Did you see that?
Yeah, tripwire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think-
I mean, it is really impressive for 2 women after, after John passed from tuberculosis, that you were able to still maintain the farm and maintain the wealth that your dad passed
I have
down.
a feeling that that's one thing that Frank did for them is give her security because, like I said, she still had the plantation
Mhm.
and they were having Indian raids still going on at that time.
Yeah.
So for 2 women to be by themselves, you needed to have a man
Yeah,
there
it's
to
cool.
help.
That was Deanna.
That was a firework.
Yeah. So that 2 alarm off, yeah. So you're right, Deb.
Okay. I thought it was because I've been hearing them for days at home.
So anything that sounds like just a muffled, that's probably what it's gonna be.
Yeah. My heart, second time. Is there someone near in this room? Are you able to step away and touch something else, please? Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And please do consider becoming a member to support the channel, gain early access to our videos and exclusive member-only content.